Hi there, this is Eshu. I'm the abbot here at Zenwest Buddhist Society. This Living Zen-podcast is just one of the many resources we've created at Zenwest to make Zen practice and training more available and accessible to people all over the world. Instructional videos, printable resources, and much, much more are also available on our website at www.zenwest.ca. If you're a regular listener, I'd love to hear from you. So please drop me an email at office@zenwest.ca and let me know who you are, how you got started, and what brought you to Zen. Everything we make available in person and online at Zenwest is only possible because of the support of our members and associates, people like you. If the efforts of our community are making a difference in your life, I'd like to invite you to show your support and take part in making it happen by becoming an associate or member of the Zenwest Sangha. You can do this by clicking the Join Us tab on our website at www.zenwest.ca. Thank you for your support, and thanks for listening. So today is Sangha Sunday, but it's also the final sit of our 7-day training period that we've just wrapped up. And as we were sitting here this morning, I felt like this was a very unusually still and settled sit for the Sunday, Sangha Sunday sit. And what sort of bubbled up for me is just a feeling that I wanted to issue a bit of a warning for those of you who are just completed this 7-day training period. Particularly those of you that have done sesshin before. I think there may be a tendency to think it wasn't quite like a sesshin. And so I just wanted to issue a warning that although we weren't entirely isolated on Saturna Island, and although the schedule provided a little bit more space, it seems fairly clear to me that the bubble effect of that kind of intensive practice is fully in operation, and we might not totally be aware of it. So just as we go forward from this place, from this practice and training period, do so with some care. Enter into your lives and society as a whole a little gently. Don't make plans to go see the latest 3D monster movie tonight, I would recommend. Don't make plans to hit the bar, do anything sort of big and loud tonight. Just take it easy. We have sort of dropped off our personal responsibilities. We've dropped off our social relationships for a week. And just as it took some time to fully engage with the practice and schedule here, just as it took some time to divest ourselves of those burdens, take some time to pick them back up slowly. Take your time. One of the observations that I made during this week was that in a monastic environment, the schedule that we were following was largely the sort of daily routine. And from this point, you might enter into a week of sesshin. And I'm sure that we can all feel that the benefit, to play on what I was talking about all week, the merit, the attribute-less merit of this practice, that ability to let go into what a powerful starting point for sesshin we are in today. But just to recognize that there is a great openness, a great capacity, and that the world around us doesn't necessarily respond to that or take account of that. So as we go forward from here, just be gentle, be kind with yourself, be kind with the people around you, for they have not been doing this training period all week. We, this week, have had the opportunity to invest some time and energy into this place as a place of practice, changing and moving it from just this sort of periodic Sundays and Monday evenings and occasional courses kind of practice place to a place with real capacity to spend time at, to immerse ourselves in training, residential training. We've spent some time and energy changing the land, actually clearing it up and preparing it for more and more involved practice, more and more engaged practice. This has a profound effect, not just on the physical space, but on how we practice here. As we engage with the place, as we transform it from just the house on Nagle Road to this red flag mountain temple, we transform just this little room where people meditate into the Bodhi Mandala, the seat of awakening. That from the moment that we drive up the drive and first see this place, a change comes over us. Our minds connect with practice, and we know on a very profound gut level that we are in a place of practice. Several people commented to me during the course of the week that this act, this simple act of spending time on the land, just pitching a tent and sleeping here, cutting bush and trees, dragging things around, moving the earth, has had a significant impact on their relationship with this place and with their practice. That it's moved from being just a meditative practice into an embodied experience. Oftentimes on Tuesdays when I asked why I come, I talk about the significant transformative capacity that practice has had on my life. It's changed me in fundamental ways as a person. Changed me from a person who engaged with life in a very suffering-inducing, anguished way into being a fundamentally happy person. And that the reason that I engage in this practice of being a monk, of being an abbot, of trying to lead a Zen center, is so that we can create a place where other people can engage in this practice and be transformed by it. To allow this self that we get so fixated with, so attached to, that leads us to suffering, to allow this to drop away and to experience the Dharma body, this unified wholeness. And when we practice on Sundays and when we practice on Mondays and we do these little spots of practice, oftentimes there's very little transition. We go back to our regular lives, and that integration, that transformation is sometimes difficult to grasp. And this is one of the things that a training place offers. And one of the things that I think several people felt and experienced this week was that there were these moments of downtime, of spaciousness in the context of Zen practice. Maybe after the meal time, before we came back to the Zendo, what is there to do? Well, I think I'll just go sit and look at the trees, or I think I'll just stroll around the property, or I think I'll just lay back and look at the sky. There are these rules imposed about no reading and try to be as quiet as possible and turn in your electronic devices, all of these distractions. And just allow yourself the time and the space to be in your life and to experience what that is. It's not such a complex thing. It's not such a difficult thing even. In fact, the potential for it is available in all of our lives all the time. But without the intention, without making the space and taking the time to do it, it just doesn't happen. So this fundamental clarity, this access to the Dharma body, we are constantly sort of heading away from it, distracted by all the things that we need to do and by all the wonderful, shiny things that our world and our society offer us. Thanks for listening to the Living Zen podcast. If you follow Living Zen through iTunes, I would very much appreciate it if you would take a moment to let me know what you think about it by rating or reviewing the podcast, so that new listeners can also hear what you have to say. Thank you for your time and for your support.